the easiest slopes, but it's super hard when you have a killer pace set by Elisa Longo Borghini that tries again.
She's gone again. She tried to play a little bit of poker with it, didn't she? Go alongside and say, you know, I can go shoulder to shoulder with you to the top of the mountain. Elisa Longo Borghini, well, you can't kid a kidder. She knew all about that one, and she sensed that she is the dominant force here. And as the gradient grips again with 3 kilometers to go, Elisa Longo Borghini takes to the pavement, but there won't be any penalty for that. It's a free run here, and I think Castianevia Doma does in pursuit of her. And will she be able to toil her way back in? She doesn't give up too easy, does the Polish champion. It's national champions everywhere, isn't it? The Polish champion against the Italian champion. And she's back on and back in.
They are two absolute champions. And Elisa tries again. It's incredible.
The second she gets back on terms, Elisa Longo Borghini launches again, and will that be one more attack and maybe a final attack for Elisa Longo Borghini? It's the most amount of advantage she's had on this hill, and she immediately scampers clear to what, maybe 20 meters, 30 meters clear, and rising up to 10 seconds almost of an advantage. Still 2.5 kilometers to go. It's a long, long way to the top of the mountain from here, but Elisa Longo Borghini's been here before, and she knows exactly how to ride this one. De Vries hasn't given up on this one either. She's still in touch with Castianevia Doma, and potentially on course for second overall. Mind you, neither two has Monica Trinca-Colonel measuring her effort to perfection on this climb as well.
This climb has to be like a work of passion, not only on the legs, but especially on the mind, because when Castianevia Doma saw Elisa Longo Borghini so close, but then attacking one more time, it was like really painful, not just for the legs, but just also psychologically, when you just can't anymore. But she's trying to deal with the efforts and trying to manage the efforts to be not so far away, as well as she's doing. Also Monica Trinca-Colonel and Femke De Vries.
Well, they join up. It's a work of passion, isn't it, up front for Elisa Longo Borghini? Nice way of putting it. No more passionate bike rider, no more experienced bike rider. And it would appear no more talented bike rider as well. Different approach to her training through the winter, but ultimately it's led to the same result. A rider who is imperious on Jebel Hafid. Her pursuers in ones and twos now. Castianevia Doma potentially just dropping back into the clutches of Femke De Vries and Monica Trinca-Colonel. Well, it's showing as a 15-second margin there. I'm not sure it's quite that big a gap between second and the third and fourth riders on the hill. But the gap is certainly well over half a minute now for Elisa Longo Borghini as the gradient eases ever so slightly. She's able to contemplate the big ring for the final couple of kilometers of this climb. She'll settle into the rhythm. She knows what's possible now. She knows she's the strongest on the mountain, and she knows how to measure it all the way to the line from here.
Yeah, she knows the climb. She knows the vast she has to push on the climb and keep, especially, and knowing that she also made a difference gives her an extra boost of confidence to arrive to the finish line, and having also the time to salute.
Evia Doma overhauled by De Vries and Monica Trinca-Colonel, immediately dispensed with, so that's a huge effort made by the Polish rider it was all in for the win, really, and she won't be that miffed by the fact that she's been distanced by the other two. She may indeed be able to recover and go back up to her, but she tried to stay with Elisa Longo Borghini for as long as she possibly could. It was all about trying to take the overall win. The Polish rider will feel that, yeah, she's got decent form, maybe not the top form that she would have liked to take the win this week, but nonetheless, she's thereabouts, and with hopes and dreams of further glory in the season. Meanwhile, 1,500 meters to the top for the race leader and the reigning champion, and it would appear the champion-elect. The champion defense is on course. 1,400 to the top for the team captain and the team leader of the UAE Team ADQ squad. Looking relaxed as Trinca-Colonel and Femke De Vries look to, at this particular point of the climb, it's possible that they can get a benefit from going up and over and working together.
Yeah, it's not so hard in this final section. It's probably one of the easiest slopes that they will tackle, and for sure, like being with another rider also helps in maybe trying to recover some time, some seconds. In time, Cassini Viadoma is on her own.
She's peddling squares, and you wonder where indeed fifth place rider is on the hill. Scattered all over this mountain at the moment. The Fisher Black was the final rider to be detached by this group, or the sort of fifth rider, if you want to say it. At any rate, under the kite, 1,000 metres remaining for Elisa Longo Borghini. Gradient becomes ever so slightly more challenging, so she goes to a lower gear ratio. She down on the small ring. You could see that her cadence just suddenly revved up there. Meanwhile, Monica Trinca-Colonel, having announced her presence as a general classification contender with fourth on this mountain 12 months ago, finishing 38 seconds down on Elisa Longo Borghini on that occasion. She's about 23 seconds down now, so there's every chance that she'll just maybe just close the deficit a bit, move up on general classification as well, and continue her trajectory of improvement as a top World Tour bike rider. Livia Doma, though, over 3/4 of a minute down. It only seems a heartbeat ago since she was up front and challenging for glory. Monica Trinca-Colonel spots an opportunity to put the breakout star of this particular event, Femke de Vries, a little bit further behind. De Vries, though, with a 3-second advantage on Trinca-Colonel starting the day, but of course there are 2 extra bonus seconds available, so even finishing third, I think she'll manage to finish second in this race as long as she's with her, but she needs to be with Monica Trinca-Colonel at the finish line. So that one's in doubt. Who's going to finish second? Who's going to finish third overall in this race? No doubt, I think, at this point, who's going to win this race overall. She's going to win stage honours and the overall. We've been talking about her all week. And finally, it's victory for the UAE Team ADQ squad after playing second fiddle to the SD Works team over the first 3 sprint stages. Now, come the hour, come the woman, and it is once again Elisa Longo Borghini inside the final moments of this beautifully produced display of stage race ability. It's glory once again on Jebel Hafid for Elisa Longo Borghini. She has a little look over her shoulder, and now, at last, she can celebrate a triple success on Jebel Hafid and victory in UAE Tour Women for 2026. Monica Trinca-Colonel powers through the final bend, still has a bit of daylight between herself and Femke de Vries, so likely moving to second overall.